In the first 2 seasons of Relatively Prime, we learned about the mathematical education of US presidents. How Chinook, an artificial intelligence, defeated the game of checkers. Just why it is that your friends have more friends than you do. And that math is now, and always has been, a better word than maths. Both seasons were wild rides that encompassed dozens of interviews in multiple countries. And it all happened because of you. But this time, I want us to try something different. For the first 2 seasons, we reached the Kickstarter's goals together. And then I retreated to my cave for months and months to make the show. Which is all well and good. But what were you supposed to do in those long, mathless months waiting for episodes to start? Especially since once they did show up, we all knew that the mathematical stories were going to be gone in less than 2 months. That's why this year, Relatively Prime goes monthly. That's right, 12 new episodes of Relatively Prime for your mathematical enjoyment. And the first one will come out the month after the final episode of Season 2. So no waiting around this time. You can be assured of great mathematical content for the next 12 months when you back this Kickstarter. And that mathematical content, it's going to be even better than the first 2 seasons. We'll dig into the 4-dimensional numbers which not only underpin this animated world, but also got us to the moon and liberated algebra from the shackles of arithmetic. We'll find out how networks might be able to help us better understand brain cancer, and why sometimes society may not want us to avoid getting sick. And it doesn't stop there. Maybe you've wondered how lotteries for marijuana shop licenses are designed, or what it would be like to be a mathematician on Capitol Hill. We'll answer both of those questions in Relatively Prime Season 3, along with a whole lot more. And the schedule isn't the only thing that will be changing in Season 3. I'm excited to be working with some new collaborators, like Anna and Annie from The Other Half, who will help bring more diverse voices and stories to the show.
Hello, hi.
And then, there's the rewards. It could be your voice at the end of an episode reading the credits. It could be you taking notes at that next big math conference in a Rel Prime notebook. It might even be you. That's right, you, Amy. That I thank before episode 3. Or maybe you need to spread the word about your awesome new mathematical art Etsy store. Well, then it's a good thing that a short ad or personal message can be had at such a bargain price. And even though no one took advantage of this last time, I am still offering your own Samuel for a day. If you're a teacher, it would be my pleasure to come to your class and give a lecture on mathematical storytelling. Or if your dream is to have a live Relatively Prime recorded in your living room, few things would make me happier than putting that together. I will even spend the whole day in the kitchen cooking you a truly elaborate dinner. It's really only limited by your imagination. But trust me, no matter what else you dream up for me to do, you want me to cook dinner. I really am quite good at that. Let's make the next year a year full of Relatively Prime. And even more importantly, let's make it a year full of wonderful mathematical stories. Thank you so much for supporting Relatively Prime Season 3. It's gonna be awesome.